So, you are going to Paris. Excellent choice.
Alors, vous allez à Paris. Excellent choix.
Hi, my name is Tony.
Salut, je m'appelle Stéphanie.
In this video, we will accompany you in a spectacular tour of the City of Love. Here are MIO Travels' recommended top 10 tourist attractions in Paris, followed by bonus tips. Number 10.
La Sainte Chapelle.
The Holy Chapel. The Sainte Chapelle, or the Holy Chapel in English, is a Gothic chapel found on the Ile de la Cité in the heart of Paris. It was designed by architect Pierre de Montereau. It was constructed in 1248. The stained glass windows of the chapel are its chief glory. Number 9.
Jardin du Luxembourg.
The Luxembourg Gardens. Located in the 6th arrondissement of Paris. It covers 23 hectares and is known for its lawns, tree-lined promenades, tennis courts, flower beds, model sailboats on its octagonal grand bassin, as well as picturesque Medici fountain, built in 1620. The name Luxembourg comes from the Latin Mons Lucatius, the name of the hill where the garden is located. Number 8.
Croisière sur la Seine.
Seine River Cruise. A Seine River cruise is a very popular way to see Paris, and one we always recommend to visitors to the city. It allows you to take in many of the highlights of the city: the Louvre, the Eiffel Tower, the Musée d'Orsay, Notre-Dame Cathedral, etc. The Bateau Mouche Seine Cruise is the oldest company operating cruise boats on the Seine River. They are a symbol of Paris. Number 7.
Château de Versailles.
Palace of Versailles. The Palace of Versailles is a former royal residence built by King Louis XIV located in Versailles, about 12 miles west of Paris. It is owned by the French Republic and since 1995 has been managed, under the direction of the French Ministry of Culture, by the public establishment of the Palace, Museum and National Estate of Versailles. About 15 million people visit the palace, park, or gardens of Versailles every year, making it one of the most popular tourist attractions in the world. UNESCO designated the palace and its gardens a World Heritage Site in 1979. Number 6.
Montmartre.
Montmartre. While you are on a Paris city trip, you definitely should visit Montmartre. A bit off the beaten path destination, nevertheless a very popular area to visit in Paris. Montmartre is most visited because of the Sacré-Cœur Basilica. Apart from the Sacré-Cœur, there is so much more to see in and around Montmartre. With its cobbled streets, stunning basilica, artists, bistros, Montmartre is full of charm. Perched on the top of a small hill in the 18th arrondissement, the most famous Parisian district has lost none of its village atmosphere that appealed so much to the artists of the 19th and 20th centuries. A melting pot of art and inspiration for the cinema, Montmartre still gives as much pleasure to those who stroll around it and figures high on the list for a stay in Paris. With your sweetheart or friends, enjoy museum visits and the wonderful view of the city from the top of Sacré-Cœur, then set off in the steps of Amélie of Montmartre. The Montmartre funicular is serving the Montmartre neighborhood of Paris, in the 18th arrondissement. The system carries passengers between the base of Montmartre and its summit, accessing the nearby Sacré-Cœur Basilica and paralleling the adjacent staircases of Rue Fouetier. Do not miss out on visiting the famous Moulin Rouge Cabaret. Number 5.
Musée d'Orsay.
Orsay Museum. The Musée d'Orsay is a museum in Paris, on the left bank of the Seine. It is housed in the former Gare d'Orsay, a Beaux-Arts railway, and holds mainly French art dating from 1848 to 1914, including paintings, sculptures, furniture, and photography. It is one of the largest art museums in Europe. Number 4.
Arc de Triomphe de l'Étoile.
Triumphal Arch of the Star. The Arc de Triomphe de l'Étoile, Triumphal Arch of the Star, is one of the most famous monuments in Paris. Standing at the western end of the famous Champs-Élysées Avenue at the center of Place Charles de Gaulle, formerly named Place de l'Étoile, the Arc de Triomphe honors those who fought and died for France in the French Revolutionary and Napoleonic Wars, with the names of all French victories and generals inscribed on its inner and outer surfaces. Beneath its vault lies the tomb of the unknown soldier from World War I. You can have a spectacular view of many of the city's famous attractions from its top. Number 3.
Notre-Dame de Paris.
Our Lady of Paris. Notre-Dame de Paris, meaning Our Lady of Paris, referred to simply as Notre-Dame, is a medieval Catholic cathedral on the Ile de la Cite, an island in the Seine River, in the 4th arrondissement of Paris. The cathedral, dedicated to the Virgin Mary, is considered one of the finest examples of French Gothic architecture. In the early 21st century, approximately 12 million people visited Notre-Dame annually, making it the most visited monument in Paris. Several attributes set it apart from the earlier Romanesque style, particularly its pioneering use of the rib vault and flying buttress, its enormous and colorful rose windows, and the naturalism and abundance of its sculptural decoration. The stained glass windows of Notre-Dame, particularly the 3 rose windows, are among the most famous features of the cathedral. Notre-Dame also stands out for its 3 pipe organs, one historic, and its immense church bells. Number 2.
Musée du Louvre.
The Louvre Museum. The Louvre is the world's most visited museum, and a historic landmark in Paris. It is the home of some of the best-known works of art, including the Mona Lisa and the Venus de Milo. The use of cameras and video recorders is permitted inside, but flash photography is forbidden. A a central landmark of the city. It is located on the right bank of the Seine in the city's first arrondissement, district or ward. Number 1.
La Tour Eiffel.
The Eiffel Tower. The Tour Eiffel or Eiffel Tower is a wrought iron lattice tower on the Champ de Mars in Paris. It is named after the engineer Gustave Eiffel, whose company designed and built the tower. It was constructed from 1887 to 1889 as the centerpiece of the 1889 World's Fair. Although initially criticized by some of France's leading artists and intellectuals for its design, it has since become a global cultural icon of France and one of the most recognizable structures in the world. On average, about 7 million people visit the tower per year, making it one of the most visited, ticketed buildings on Earth. Please check out the video description below for more information on opening hours, prices, and useful tips for visiting the Eiffel Tower. Here are MIO Travels Paris bonus tips.